Right guys, here we are on No Man's Sky. This is part 2 of our base and community, I'll say that again, base and community construction. So we're testing out how much we can build on this new base building in the next update, and we've actually progressed a fair bit since the last stream. A lot of it is still unfinished again. We've got this access up there, and I'd actually built a fair bit here, but the game crashed. I actually got locked inside a component and I couldn't get out, and then the game just died. And I had quite a bit built up here, and the plan is to have some sort of conference centre up there. That's accommodation units, but I had built a conference centre up the top there, but it's all gone because it crashed. So we're going to have to start again, and night time is drawing in. So the way we go about this is, well, the easiest way I've found to construct things at this height from the ground up is just to build a set of stairs up there. Now those 6 units up there need support. So what I'm going to do is get close enough. Let's have a look. The strange thing is, I'm close enough to the construction site, but it's not letting me build anything. This is a weird thing about it. It's only letting me construct the exocraft geobase, etc. Let's just try a bit closer and see what happens. Right, that's a bit better. Now, I don't need the terminals. I need the structures and basic, the base building one, and then that one for the supports. But the first thing we need to do is build our ladders, or our stairs if we can get there. That's the one I want. Right, let's have a look. Where we want to go, we want to be around about there. So just double check that. Try and get that somewhere in line, that'll do there. And remember, this is the creative mode, so you don't have to go and find everything, you just get on with the building. Right, now we're at what I would say is a suitable height. Now I've got an awful lot of stuff here that I've lost, and I'm partly to blame for that because my save point was down there, right at the base, and I forgot to move it. Right, now let's see if we can start getting these supports in. We don't want that one because those are the ones that are bugged and disappear, so that's the one we want. And that's wrong. Get rid of that. There. Need to go higher up. This is us at the highest point in the base. Everything is down south, down there, or down that direction. Well, what I've noticed is that although I've got a base computer, a base terminal right down there, if I want I can put another base terminal here. I've discovered that, so that means that from what I can work out, you can just keep building and keep building as much as you want, which is what I'm trying to do to see how much we can actually construct. We can only reach so far down. I think that's as far as we can go there, but we might be able to reach that from the ground up. Excuse me. So we'll try getting all the 6 towers, or support units, as support structures as I call them. Now that's what happens when you don't have a guardrail, you fall off the stairs. Now that's something I wanted to show. If you look at the left hand side, if you're looking for a good planet to actually build a base, these are the sort of criteria that you should be looking for. If you look on the left hand side there, it says weather, refreshing breeze, resources, ordinary, fauna abundant, flora abundant, and sentinels low. And you'll notice the temperature's fairly bearable, 9 degrees Celsius, but there are no storms on this planet, so I've been lucky to find that. The capital ship you can see up there. Right, let's try this again. This is the tedious part of construction, is making sure you don't walk off the bloody stairs. And the quicker we get this part done, the better. Let's see if I can reach that from the ground. That's one. It's a bit fiddly, this. Your aim tends to sort of jump about. I'll do that one. So that's 3 supports done, but you'll notice we've got an inadvertent one up there. We want to get rid of that. One that's been spawned by mistake. Of course that could be like a cross beam, but we won't bother with it. We'll get rid of it. So that's 3 done. I don't know whether this will be high enough to be able to get our head at an angle where we can put them. I think we can. Right, we might as well do that one while we're at it, and that one. Don't know whether we can reach that one. We might have to build another set of stairs. Yeah, we're getting blocked off. So that one's the awkward one across there. Right, so that's 4 complete. And we might as well make it easier and get rid of this. Take that down. Right, now let's have a look at where we are. I think we should go split the difference from the middle. Try that. Something like that will do it. I think we might be okay here. Let's try that. Nope, I think we're going too low. We're going too close to it. Let's get rid of that one. And we will put floor panel, that's the one we're looking for. That one there. Right, that's better. That's not going to interfere with the structure. Right, I think we're good to go now. So I need to go in there, there, and there. Daylight's coming, that's a good thing. What's wrong with the start? Let's see if we can get this last one in. That rogue one keeps jumping in at the bloody side. Right, now. There's a lot of this construction that I've done where I still don't really know where I'm going with it, but I have a fair idea of what I wanted to do with this section, but as I say, I've blown it by not saving it and having lost it when that game crashed. Right, so I think Let's double check we haven't got anything that shouldn't be there. I think it's okay. Anyway, that will do for the time being. We'll get rid of this. I had another bug when I actually tried to construct that conference room that I was building. I had the big glass room built and I put in some sofas, but like the legs on, if you watch the first part of the video, the legs on the first construction that I did, the support legs kept disappearing. Well, the sofas kept disappearing in this room as well, so it's definitely bugged. And the fact that I got stuck inside a construction and couldn't get out, and then the game just died. It just killed itself, the game. So there's a number of bugs within this construction part of the game, certainly, that I've found having done this building that I'm doing. And I dare say a lot of other people have found similar bugs. So hopefully Hello Games get that fixed. Try and iron it out. Right, I think that's about us. Right, we'll get rid of that, so we just need to finish this last couple of supports. That's the one. What's that one? Right, let's get directly under it. So fiddly. It keeps wanting to aim at different parts that you don't want to bloody well aim at. Let's get rid of that first. That down to the ground at me. That looks okay. Right, so that is that part completed. We've got the big support legs that looks as if it's now holding the structure a lot more. What I want to do before I do anything else is get portable technology out and put down a save point and save what we've just done. And then what you do, in certainly in creative mode, you pick up the save point, go into your exosuit inventory, and then discard the save point, because you're going to be building another one fairly soon, and you don't want your inventory cluttered up. So we've got all of those built there, the support structures. Now, what I had is I had a frame here going up the actual side of that tower with a ladder all the way up to the top as a shortcut while I was working here, but that's all gone because it didn't save. So I'm either going to have to build that again or go back up to where we were. So we'll go up this chute at this end. So all our work that we've done on that part there has all been saved. Now you'll notice that the ramp now appears. I think the draw distance in the graphics is a bit weird, because obviously you can see trees further and further away, but you can't see the ramp until you're up closer to it. Let's head on up. So this is all intended to be accommodation, and you'll see that if you look down there, if you can see down there, we've got the extra craft down at the little dock that I built in the first part of the this construction on the first video. It's away down there, best part of a kilometre away now. And that's all the little lakes in the valley that go right along. So now we're up here. Take a shortcut through the middle. So these are all accommodation units here, and here, and here. And that heads right down further into the base, but we're working here. And what I'd done earlier was all these biodomes, I was getting rid of them. And I'll show you why in a minute, because this is what I'll show you what I actually had constructed before we'd lost it. So we get rid of all the biodomes, and this is why you have to mess with the component parts that you have. Especially the room construction ones. So if you go to the small rooms one and go to the glass cube room, and make sure that you put the glass one on the central point on these circular rooms. It'll just go up to the top, because sometimes everything doesn't sit properly for some reason. I found that out. So we'll go to the glass rooms. Now, each time you join one of these glass cubes together, it just opens up and makes a bigger room. So you've got the central one. And again, it gets tedious and twiddly trying to get the right aim to put these in. Right, let's go across. And you'll notice we've still got the semicircle of this part that he's built on. So again, the glass cube room will do. And that's one that we don't want. Right. I suppose we could. Well, I remember what I'd done now, right, we'll ignore that. I'm trying to think of how this looked before it all crashed on me. Right, so we need that one there. Now here's my point. If you look at this here, let me try and go over here and whether this will work. When you put an adjoining one, that one there, right, let's get that one there. Right, that's what I found. You can't join that like that. It goes red. It won't place it. Yet if you do that from the middle outwards, it works. You see what I mean? That's why you've got to be, you might get a bit frustrated at constructing something, but you're sometimes better to try different options or different ways of constructing it for it to actually work. Now you'll hear starships coming in all the time because I've got landing pads all over the place. Well, those ones aren't coming in. Right, so that one. Get out of the way. The one component part that I still haven't worked out is the internal stairway that you have, which is that one there, the interior stairs. I cannot get them to connect to anything, but at some point I'll probably find out. That's the wrong thing, that's the bloody metal room. The solid room, we don't want that. Well, this is going to be a big modern conference room where you could have interplanetary meetings if you want. There's a problem there straight away, that problem where that goes red and it doesn't look as if it'll work. So you place the central one, get out of the way, and then everything connects. Right, we're almost done, I think. Let's have a look, just make sure. Right, look, one there, one there. Right, let's check that. Nope. Not done yet. Right, everything's good to go. So that's us. We've constructed our conference room and we have the accommodation units below the conference room. Now we go in here. Now obviously these two rooms, for what I intend to do, these have to be sort of like a registration room where you would sign in or something, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the access ladder to the conference room on both sides here. So that's that. Structure and ladders. So we need that one, the internal one. We'll get that one built. That one built. And we head on up. We'll get our first look at our large conference room. And as I say, I had put sofas in here, but they all started disappearing, which is weird. Anyway, what I need to do now is to protect people from falling down the ladder. So we will put the access points there. Again, these don't look as if they're going to fit, but suddenly they jump into place. And you get that one. That one. And the last one there. And then, if I remember right, what I'd done as well is, if we go up here, I'd finished it off by putting all the little observation rooms. Now, for some reason, now why is that one not appearing? Ah, now it's working. There's a couple of visitors to our base going into land. You'll see in a little bit where I've still got a lot of work to do. Again, it's mostly to get rid of this idea of something just hanging in the sky with no visible means of support. Right, so we've got that done. That finishes off the top section. You can see things are just getting a bit buggy. If you look there, I don't know whether that's a change in the light, but when you move across, things start appearing and disappearing. I think we've caused a bug by that. I don't know. Anyway, we're done on this section. I'm not going to put anything else in here for the time being. We'll leave that. Now I just need to get off this bloody ladder. That's us. Head out. And we can look at our handiwork from here. Everything's finished on that top part. Right, so what I'm going to do, let me see, equipment, portable technology, message module, beacon, save point. As we will save that. Hit the red button to get rid of it. I can remember what I'm doing. Right, that's get rid of the save point. Let's move down. So this, as I say, is the furthest we are at the most northerly point of the community, or the base, whatever you want to call it, and we'll head down. Two landing pads there. And we've got the automatic lights when you walk up to the door. Now I don't think that these have any good visible means of support. Let's have a look. No, they don't. So all this has to be worked on. And that's all we've got. A reception area with the lighting put in. The lighting above the door, that should come on. And again, there's no other components in here. We could do with some desks and chairs here. There's nothing here. Not yet. This is more or less just access bridges to get to these points, because all the construction is the thing that takes up time. Just getting to here is not a problem, because all you do is just lay floor panels and it takes you straight across. So we're heading further south. This is where I put an access point here from the top of this bridge. Let's go in this way. It takes us out to another landing pad, and then there's another one here and that other one there. But I've got little shortcuts back into the walkway through here. There's somebody arriving. I think I thought I heard somebody arriving. Somebody's landed somewhere, I can't see where it is. Anyway. Another little shortcut through here, through to the main walkway. The way up to the top end. Oh, I seem to want to slide down the stairs. Right. There's a little pier that I built. Again, still no lights put in here for night time. And this part that we're at now is basically more or less where we started. This is the way down the big stairwell that we built, all the way down to the ground. This is where we have, again, a little reception room. We've got a little desk and chair in there. We've got our own starship. And that's our base computer that we parked there. Further down. And this is our first area where we put accommodation and the 2 landing pads either side. The little reception area, the access hallway through to the landing pads. Again, still nothing in these rooms, we're just getting things built. The final bits and pieces will all get done once the main construction's done. And it's exactly the same through the other side. And down. We carry on down. Little rest area. Yeah, that's up. That's the wrong way we're going. We're going in here. We can get it round the corner. Light comes on. Now heading across This is the base terminus, and also your appearance modifier if you want to use it. And down to the little exocraft down here, which seems to be wanting to float away. And back out here, head through here and across the bridge. Accommodation has been started here. We'll get access ramps to the upstairs. Okay, nothing in them. And down the ladder. I can get down. Well, we're actually now down into the basement room, and the basement room is where we get access through to the recreational area for anybody that wants to go for a swim. So we're actually underground at the moment, and then we're gradually coming out. And if you look at these little cubicles here, this is where you can get into your swimming costume and just head down into the lake for a little swim about. So we've got 3 access ramps there. Now I actually created an exocraft spawn point here, and then I deleted the spawn point, but the exocraft doesn't seem to want to disappear, so that's a little buggy that we've got. Like a little beach buggy if you want to mess about. And the last point in this section is a little pier that you can use if you want to go fishing. I've checked the water, there's nothing in it, so you're not going to catch much. But this is our little recreational area down here, and what's going to happen to the rest of this area I haven't a foggiest idea. But you can see how far we've come. Now the other thing to point out is, remember that we've got our where the hell did I put that? Is it up there? Yeah, up there where my starship is, we have the base computer, and it shows that as your base. Now just to show you portable technology. If we go down here, it seems to me that if you want, you can just put another base computer and carry on building as much as you want, because it's allowing you to put another base computer. I haven't tried it, but the fact that it's green allows me to put it down and construct another base over here. So you can have, from what I can see, you can have a huge area that you can construct on. Right, let's delete that. The other weird thing is you can feed some of the animals on these planets, but you can't feed the big ones, which is crazy. Right, so that's as far as where we've got in construction. That point up the very top, and you notice that a lot of these sections are disappearing in the distance because we're too far away. So it seems to me we would need a lot more accommodation built and expand probably down along this way and leave all of the starship landing pads and everything up there out the way. Oh, there's something I haven't discovered yet. What's that over there? That's like something out of Jurassic Park. Let's find out what this is. Seems to have disappeared. There was something there a minute ago, but it's gone. Now that part there, if you remember from the first video, this is where we had the problems with these support legs disappearing, so we put the support frame in and they are perfect. And I've just realised I've got one missing. This is why you should have a look around your base, see if you've got anything that you've cocked up. There's one missing, so we can easily remedy that. That's that in there. So everything at this end is all got main support structures. And I think this is the one with the ladder up to the top. So we'll take the shortcut. This is what happens where, when I was constructing these with the ladders, you get stuck inside the framework. So you have to look around and wait until the X appears to try and get back onto the ladder. Right, there it is there. That's where it's bugged. Now I can't get into the room. Oh, am I? Oh, I never noticed. What are you talking about on Twitch? Yeah, I probably forgot to update it. Now there's another bug. I am stuck. No, I don't know whether I'm stuck in the doorway, because there's a doorway there. But I'm sort of stuck over here. I think I'm stuck between the handle and the wall, the actual handrail. And this is one of the many bugs that I've found. Now the last time, as I say earlier on, when this happened, I was stuck inside a component and the game then just crashed and died. Now the good thing is, if it does this time, at least I've saved it. Sometimes you just waggle about and jump about. You can sometimes free yourself, but it doesn't look as if it's going to happen. There must be loads of people getting these. I'm actually too close to move anything. I'm inside the structure, so it won't allow me to delete it. That's what happened earlier today when I was in the middle of building, and now I'm popping up through it and I can see outside it. So I'm glitched again. I'm definitely glitched. Definitely got nothing to lose because I've got it all saved, so that doesn't worry me. I'm just worried that the game's going to crash. Now, it's not as if you can actually spawn somewhere in this game, which is the weird part. Now you can see we can see through the structure here, so we're really jammed the corner. Yep. I think this is the end of the line, folks. Right, let's try. See, that won't let us do it because it's telling us we're inside the object, we're too close. If I could clear that, that would actually probably release me, but I'm too close to it to actually do it. Right. So what we'll do is we will quit there. And we will reload the manual save, and hopefully we have reloaded at that last save point if it worked okay. And I'm going to try going back up that ladder and see if the same thing happens again, because if that's the case then I'll need to fix it. Right, that's our save point. So we'll pick that up. We will, that's the wrong bloody thing, this is the one I want. We will discard it from our exosuit. I'm going to have to get rid of some of that stuff in there. I'm loaded up with crap. Right, now, where the hell was I now? Totally lost where I was. Right, we weren't up here, we're way down. Keep going. Oh, I meant to have a look, and I should have went up there and just double checked that my conference, my big conference room and everything had saved okay. Let's have a look. That's good. Right. Yeah, I think I tried to change the title of the live stream on bloody, what do you call it? Well, I change it on YouTube and I change it on Twitch because I'm streaming to both, but I forgot to change the bloody name of the game. Right. And I just discovered the other day that if you hit the T button, that brings up your torch. Because I'm using an Xbox controller, I never use the keyboard for anything. And I think I accidentally hit T and it brought on the light. Now, where was I going to go? Right, that's where I was going to go. Down there. This is where we were before, so let's try and see if we can get in this time. I hasten to add, I've been up these ladders and in through it. Now here we go, we're stuck in the we're stuck in it again now. It's recovered. I had all that problem when I was building this, getting stuck in the framework. Right, here we go now. It's done it again. It has done it again. Right. So that's a definite bug. So last time, I'm going to load that save. And I'm going to see if I can maybe change and make a platform to make it easier to get in that door, rather than trying to get into that door straight off the ladders, the step ladders, because that's what's causing the problem. That's what's causing the glitch through that door. That's twice in a row that's happened. Right, that was a quicker load. Right. So we have something to fix before we move on. Now on the very first day that I tried this new setup, since the next update, tried the new base building setup, I had built a set of stairs. I wanted to see how high they could go. They basically they can take you right up into the clouds, but not any further. So you're pretty much up as high, not far off as high as your capital ship where it's sitting. You're right up in amongst the clouds. That's easy enough to build. You just build it as high as you want to go until you can't go any further. But what's the point? Right, so let's see if we can remedy this problem. Torch off. I'm looking to see whether the torch starts recharging. I'm looking to see if it's recharging the bottom right of the screen there, but I don't see it going up. Anyway, we won't worry about that. So we've got a framework up here. I'm going to have to build something, and I think we're limited in what we can actually put up here. So we can get off of that. I don't think there's anything that we can really build on top of these supports. Let's have a look. Well, that's a storage container. Now, I wonder if I put that there. Oh no, it's one per base. Well, that's no good. So we don't want a storage container then. Let's try a room. Right, see, there's a room. Now that would be handy, because we could put a door in that, but the access door is up there. Now, if I... Right, hang on, if I put that there, and then I put a door there, I wonder if I could put a... There's the ladders. Doors and ladders. across here. I don't think I can put ladders in here. Let's try anyway, we'll see. Doors and ladders. Ah, right. It allows you to put ladders, but... Oh shit, I'm falling to the ground. It only allows you to put ladders on the outside of the framework of that room. That's another bug I've noticed, that if you press your backpack rockets while you're going up a ladder, just about as soon as you go on the ladder, they will remain on. That's another bug. They definitely, I mean, this base construction thing clearly needs an awful lot of testing to find all of these bugs, and there is definitely a lot of them. Now, so if I get rid of that door, the door, and I bring up the ladders, now that, no, now that would be a good idea. If I bring the ladders and make the ladder access point there rather than there. Let's try that. Or do we just leave it like that so it's like a kamikaze jump? Mind you, we'll get the backpack so we can just go across. And ladders. Now, why is that ramp not working this time? Is it because the ladder's there? Let's get rid of that. So that won't work. So I reckon that we get rid of that door. Get higher up. That's too high. We can just walk in. Right, so that's resolved. That's resolved that problem. So now what we need to do is get rid of that ladder. But I need to build that one down first of all. And that's got no support beyond where it is at the moment. So I need to get into structures. That's better. Structures, ladders. I can't go any closer to that or I'll fall off. So why is it showing me there? It's bugged again. It's showing me going down an invisible ladder now. That's it going up and down a ladder that doesn't exist. Right. I don't think I can reach that. Let's see. Oh yes, I can. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Now we're going to have to try and see if we can get rid of those other parts of the ladder. I don't know whether we can do it from this ladder. Right, let's stop. No, we're too close. Still too close. That's better. Now, we've inadvertently got rid of one of our support units there, or support blocks, whatever you want, support framework. Right, that's them all gone. So this is our way of negotiating that problem. Been resolved. We're going in round the side and using these rooms as a walkway. Just look to see what options there are up here. Go through here. Let's have a look. Let's try that. There's that one with the cuboid rooms. That's what we're looking for. See, that's just... That's no good. You can't get them to appear on top, so... So much for that idea. Let's try that there. Right, that's not going to work. Just locked myself out here. Yes, I've cocked that up. I think what I need to do is to put one of these glass cuboid rooms here so I can see what I'm doing. Now that is the way in. That's what it is. That's the way in. Right, so now that we've done that, we can at least see that that's the way into where we were going. Now I've just got to get out the damn place. So if I get rid of that, no, that's no good. I've got an idea. That's not going to work. Where the hell am I? Right, that's better. Right. So, get rid of the door. That under construction, it keeps popping up as a little message thing that I've got inside that building there. When you get close to it, it pops up. Right, so that there. Might want to work. Let's try the bigger stairs. That's ugly looking. Right, get rid of that. Structures. Right, that'll do for access there. I think this idea here. See those ramps disappearing as well. shit. Now when we're using that glass cuboid room, but we're using it as a walkway, which looks a bit ugly, so I'm either going to have to find a way around that if we want to put like a backdoor entrance into this building here, or we just scrap it. So what I tend to do is I tend to mess about for a little while looking at options to see if we can get anything that will fit. And there we are. We have bugged again. And we've come off the ladder as if he's trying to attempt to go into the room, but of course there's no door there, so we are bugged. But luckily we can see the ladder again, so we can go back out. Right. I think the only thing that joins onto these rooms are the rooms themselves. I don't think anything else can join on. At least I don't think so. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to stand over there and work from here to see if we can get something that's going to maybe fit there, and if it does, fine. If it doesn't, we'll give up. We'll try. I don't think anything here works. Right, forget that. I don't like that either. Now I wonder how far we can get that ramp to go down, and we maybe just change. Right, let's try this. Let's try getting rid of those. Right. Those are ladders. That's going to work, because I'm sure I've got the support legs under there, so that won't work. Right. don't think that's going to work either. Is that framework down to the ground? No, it isn't. It's better. So we'll persevere here for a little while to see if we can work something out. And if it just isn't taking shape, then we'll give up. Now these, construction of these rooms is basically to see if we can, now that might be a better idea. Right, so let's, now why is that working on that? Because it's a solid room and not a glass room. Right, so let's ditch the glass room and put the solid one. No, not the solid one. What we need to do is go into there. Right, and try that. That's better. And what have we got there? A straight corridor. Right, we want a glass roof. And maybe we just want a straight corridor. Let's try that first of all. How far is that out? Right, so we've got that pointing that way. And put that door there. Where the hell's that going? Is that going past it? Oh shit, it's going past it by a mile. Right, so... Oh shit, I'm down again! What are you wanting? I told you not to creep about at night, you're going to scare any visitors. You notice that the construction in No Man's Sky doesn't get in for a lot of health and safety rules here, by the way. There's no ropes to tie you onto the structure to save you from falling, unless you put them in yourself. There we are, we're bugged again. Right, back onto the ladder. Right, so we need to delete that and put another solid corridor section onto there, which is that. Now the perspective's totally confusing because you can't see whether that's level with there. So what I'm going to do is, if I don't fall to the ground again, which I'm going to do because I haven't got enough gas. Shit. Oh dear. I'm going to go over to the ramp instead. And I'll work from that side. Again, he decides he wants to get off and jump into the framework. Now, climb ladder. Right, let's see if we can get this damn thing done. We're pissing about here. Right, now, where the hell's the ramp? Now, you'll notice the ramp has disappeared, or sections of it have. Gone again. Ah, Jesus. Now, why is there a bit of a wall there? I never put that there. Well, I did. I must have done it by mistake. Yeah, things are beginning to disappear and reappear. That the bottom section of that ladder there had disappeared. I think we're getting to the threshold where this game maybe can't handle any more construction. But it's definitely got lots and lots of bugs in it. Now where that ladder is now, now here we go, we're stuck in the bloody building again. Where that ladder is now is giving us a choice of going in that door at the top. We might even scrap that door at the top. That's if I can't get out of here. I think we might be done for this time. It's not even letting me see the X for the ladder. Uh-oh. No. Oh, I think I'm well and truly stuck in the wall of this room because it won't let me spot the ladder so that I can just climb back onto it to escape. We are well and truly bugged out this time. Now, is that it there? At the edge of the screen? Yes, it was. Just managed to catch a glimpse of it. Right, anyway. See how the ramp there's disappearing? Right. Right, so we're on the ramp. Oh no, bad idea. Straight through the floor. That didn't work. Right, that's getting an ugly mess up the top there. I think we have to make a decision. Now I can't bloody climb the ladder. to be honest with you, I think what I'm doing here is a bit pointless, considering that the main reception area, or one of them, is just over at that point there. I don't see why I'm doing this at all. I mean, you go in here, through here, and then out here. This is like a shortcut. With too big a gap there. Now I'm going to get rid of that block and see if there's anything I can stick on to the end of this to work with. Nothing there. Rid of that. That's not going to work either. Now I've got a unit missing from there as well. How many times I've been up this bloody ladder? And I've pissed about here for about an hour it seems, and I'm not getting anywhere. The good sign is the game hasn't crashed. And we're, well, I shouldn't have opened my mouth, I'm bloody stuck in the framework again. Well, there's enough evidence of the bugs in the game in this construction for them to be working on for the next 6 months, I think. Right. There's the ramp appearing. We've landed there. Right, so try the doors and ladders one again. The ramp. Rid of that one. Now, if I put a room down below that one, I'm not exactly at the perfect point here to be trying to do. Oh wait a minute, it's done it now. Well, I thought I'd crashed here, but something popped up in the computer. Right, we've got a room down below. Right, we need something to work on here. Right. I'm too close to the damn thing. better. Get rid of that. Now, there's the problem solved there. So, we've got an access ramp going up there. Although why I'm building it I don't know. We don't need them now. Get rid of them. We'll get that there. Now the only problem we've got is, let's have a look. We obviously are standing on top of a room. And we need to find our way back up there. So I think what we need to do, now that we've got this area constructed, we need to get rid of stuff here so we can see what we're doing. And now that section that we put there, right, let's get rid of that one. And let's put something else in there with the right sort of connection on it. Let's see. That might fit the bill. So now we're looking at doors and ladders again. Get out of the way and don't fall off whatever you do. Ah shit. Now that was, I thought that might work. Right, let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Well, you see, you can angle that two ways. If I do it that way, I'm going to overshoot. Well, that looks good. Right, so now how the hell, why have I got this here like this then? So you start taking bits away and you start losing the place as to why you've got something there in the first place. Now that's the door. Right, so that's the door in there, which is why we want that there. And that's the ladder up to here so that we can get in that door. Now, something doesn't look right about that section there. That one, something doesn't look right here. What's amiss? Why is that out of shape? What have I got there that's different? I just get that round the wrong way or something. Well, that's better looking, regardless. See, the strange thing is that when you go to put these ladders in, they only go on the outside, which is crazy. And that internal one doesn't work. Only seems to work in the round and square rooms. Right, let's try that. What's that one with the circle in it? Let's try that. Now. Would that let me put a ladder there now? Nope. To remember that section goes into the square rooms, and we've got two floors here, that one there and that one down there, so we need to get rid of that one. don't need that anymore. Oh wait a minute, what was that? We removed the one underneath that one. What's that one we don't need? Right, we don't need that, so we don't need that either then. Right, let's have a look. Right, so now we're into the two rooms there. Back out to have a look. Because those rooms, of course, are our walkway to get into that room up there. Work. So all of this basically here would just be a storage area. There's no other reason to go through there. A while for that light to go on. Now, things might be lagging up a bit now. The amount of stuff that we've got built. I think this area here is where we're going to have to work on next. I think this is needing a fair bit done to it. Yeah, I think this whole area here is where we'll work on next. decide whether this is going to remain just a pier or whether it's going to be a bridge and go to some other area. That's all down to our imagination, how much we want to try and build on this thing. I'm just a bit concerned about the fact things are disappearing, like those ramps are disappearing, and I think that we've maybe got a memory problem or something that's caused by the amount of stuff that we've got constructed. You know, we've got a room there that's doing nothing. We need to decide whether we, or what we're going to do to change that. Now here's the other thing. You know, there's talk about before this update was released, there was talk about having undersea bases. Well, I tried putting 2 or 3 rooms along this section here. Now you'll notice that the landscape shaped themselves around the room, but the problem is when you walked in the rooms were full of water up to your neck like they are now. So I haven't tried a base underwater, but my guess is that the idea of having an underground base might be a bit far-fetched. So let's have a check and see what happens when you actually try and put a building out here. I don't think the water's deep enough to swim in, is it? Let's have a look. This is the only way I'm going to find out if you can actually enter a building and the building isn't full of water. Let's have a look. I've never tried this. Right, so we've got a building. Let's put a door in it. Right, cannot construct underwater, so I mean, what's the point in having that door where you can't construct it, yet you can put that door? So let's see if I can go in. Right, well that answers that query. So the test then is as to whether I can have these type of doors, these hollow doors as they call them, which allow you to go through and stop the water going in. Now if I put a room, let me try one of those glass rooms again, because they certainly didn't work, but maybe it was because it wasn't going from an actual building itself. Let's check. Where the hell is it? Right. So there's one that I can put there. I can put a room downstairs. I think I've done it. I'm not sure. I think I have, but let's try and put a ladder down into that and see if it's empty. Because if it is, then that's the way to construct it rather than doing what I did earlier on. Let's try ladders. Yeah, well that does work. Right, so that's the one way. It's a bit concerning that you're actually walking about, but you can still hear yourself splashing through water. Well, it might be a good idea to... Let me just get out of here. If I can get out, that is. Where's that bloody ladder? Let me just get rid of that room. And we'll put in the glass room. So we'll delete that one. Now of course it's not going to let me bloody delete it because I'm too close to it. outside. That would be a bit pointless putting a glass room in it, because all you're going to see is the bottom of the bloody lake. Right, so you can build a base under the water, that's confirmed. But you have to build it correctly first. You have to build it onto a building, or any components onto a building, or it won't work. What the hell was that crawling about? So there are animals in the lake that have suddenly appeared. Right, so let's get out of here. I mean, guys will have found out long before I did there that you can build a base, but you have to build it properly. You have to build it and start with an actual round or square room. What I was doing was adding rooms onto this section over here and then running them into the lake, but they were just filling the water, so that's not the way to construct an underwater base. And the ramps are appearing again. Right, well I think we're going to call that quits here. We've done enough messing around, constructing. We've gone so far as we want to go without risking losing it, so I'm going to put a save point here and we'll call it quits for the day. Where's the portable technology? That's what we want. Save point right there. Before this bloody dinosaur thing tramples us. And we will be back for part 3 at some point in the future, where hopefully we'll have moved on a fair bit from what we've got here. So we'll see you again soon, no doubt.